Hello, and welcome back to All Systems Go. I'm Abby, and this is Tales from the Loop with the regular cast and crew. And we're feeling festive, and I wrote a nice little mystery that we can do. So I don't know that we need
And
to.
that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. Recap doesn't really matter because you just finished a mystery and then we wrapped up. But I guess Theo's mom is home from her vacation at the beach.
Her beach vacay? Her unscheduled beach vacay?
We're all very traumatized about that.
I was looking. I don't really remember. It was 2 weeks ago, which is a long time. Why do you have two conditions, Logan?
Why do I have two conditions?
Yeah, you're exhausted and injured, and I thought we cleared everything.
Didn't he try to help us? Didn't he heal us in that?
Because I did some things at
Oh,
the end.
you made
You
the
pushed
electric
yourself to
spooker.
make the electric spooker.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is why.
Yep, that makes sense. Perfect.
Electric spooker 2.0.
Yep,
What did
which
I
is
name
really
it?
the exact same as the regular. It was gonna
Oh,
be a
it's-
meatball slingshot, but
Oh.
Theo said no.
Yeah, thank God.
I forgot about that idea.
It's the Electric Spooker 2 Electric Spookaloo. That's its full name. You have to say it like that every time you want to use it.
I know, I thought I had a funner name for it, but it was just in here as electric spooker.
I mean, isn't that the fun name?
Yeah, isn't that the fun name? I mean, we can say
yeah.
electric spookaloo now. It's electric. Sean, the idea.
But okay, to jump in, we're gonna I think previously it was autumn. We're gonna fast forward a few months to early December. What?
Isn't
means
early
it's
December
cold in
still
Sweden.
autumn?
Early December is technically still autumn, but it feels more like winter.
It does. Okay, yes.
So you're getting close to finals. It started.
What kind of middle school are we in?
Emmy is a ball of stress.
I'm pretty sure that this middle school has finals.
Where's semester schedule?
And the snow has started coming down pretty hard as it happens to be as it happens in the north. Occasionally you'll get northern lights, which is really beautiful. And people have started preparing for Christmas, which is fun. So I want don't laugh at me. So I wanna popcorn you all, and you can tell me how your families what kind of decorations your families do, and if Christmas is a big deal or not. And we can start with Sean because you laughed at me.
Let's see. I think both of Theo's parents are hardworking scientists, so I think Christmas is something they don't think about very much. Just kind of on the offhand. So I think they do pretty bare bones, like throw up a tree, decorate it, maybe really last minute. They do gifts and stuff, but they're not super into everything. So of course they have like maybe a couple days off, but loop experiments wait for no holiday.
Mhm.
So I'm sure they've also worked through some before. So I think Theo likes it, but also resents it a little bit because he always thinks that the loop kind of tries to take his parents away for Christmas, more or less.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's he's kind of like pretty whatever about it, especially at this age.
What about Borge?
Christmas is Borge's favorite time of the year. I think it's also his mom's favorite time of the year, so I think they go 100% in on decorating the little farmhouse festivously. I don't think they do presents though. They don't really have enough money to do that, so I think the present is just celebrating Christmas with the family as an experience. And there are cornbread cookies.
Of 3 people. 2.5.
There are. It's
Cornbread
like,
cookie.
yeah, you cut out the wheat, you add more sugar. Not the wheat, the yeast. Add
Oh,
more sugar.
I don't think cornbread has yeast.
Cornbread doesn't have yeast.
It's a
my
it's
friend.
a quick bread.
Wow. Oh, man. Big
Oh,
Borge
awkward.
fail moment.
It's okay.
Cut out something, add more sugar, cook it longer.
Yeah.
You get a cookie.
I mean that could be okay, conceivably.
It's
They're like a cookie
fake
cracker.
dessert. It can be as good as I want it to be.
Borge makes it, and it's using a corn as the base, so it's automatically delicious.
Love it.
In
Fact.
fact, what about Emmy?
Emmy.
So
Beloved-
Sweden does have a thing. I think it's on December 13th, but I read this yesterday, so don't quote me. But they have a thing called St. Lucia's Day, and it's like the kickoff to December or to Christmas, like that goes all the way through January in Sweden. And the eldest daughter of families like dresses up as St. Lucia, and it's like this whole thing. So I don't know if Emmy would be into that.
Emmy totally into that. I mean, it's a position of power.
She tries to edge out all the other eldest daughters in the neighborhood, sabotaging their St. Lucia costumes.
She also, we know Emmy's a sweet fiend, and so this is like her time.
Yep.
You know, like there are buns, there are candies, there are cornbread cookies. Emmy
Cakes
is
galore.
visiting everybody and just being like, no, what's that delicious thing over here? No. And so she totally loves Christmas. I think her family does like normal Christmassy things. They're kind of like a boring family, so they do the normal stuff. Emmy knows in her heart that Santa is actually a Russian spy, but she loves all of them.
It makes sense because Sweden also, I mean, nowadays more so Santa, but typically they used to have a Christmas goat that delivered presents. And now they have a Christmas gnome that delivers presents, but this gnome's like slowly being run over by Santa.
Slowly.
So
I learned a lot about Swedish Christmas.
She doesn't have the heart to tell everyone that like Santa Claus is kind of like not real.
Yeah.
But she lets everybody else in on it, like just have their moment so she can like, you know, have all the good things that come with Christmas.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
Russian spies. It's great. I mean, a man in a red suit, how could you not be suspicious of that? Coming into people's houses at night?
Sketch.
Totally,
AF.
totally sketch. Yeah.
Us. All right. So I think you all have like spent maybe a weekend setting up your trees and decorating your houses and stuff. And Borje, I think you probably like cut your own Christmas trees off of the farm. Like you use a live tree, and so you go out with your mom on a day that she's feeling good, and Aunt Maggie tags along like littering beer bottles behind her. And you take a saw out there and you cut down your Christmas tree and drag it back, and it's like a whole thing. It's very nostalgic. And then I think after you all set up, you radio in each other and you want to maybe, I don't know, exchange little gifts or something. So you meet up at the secret hideout.
All right. What gifts would we give?
Perfect. What gifts would we give? How are everyone's grades?
Let's do a grade check.
Let's do a grade
Grade?
check.
Oh God.
Okay.
Your grades will determine what presents Emmy gives you.
Is that comprehend?
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, comprehend works. Comprehend or calculate, whichever you want.
Calculate 100%.
Oh, both of these are bad.
Eh.
Oh, Borje has good grades.
Ever since that one test.
Emmy
Theo.
just has started teaching me in farm-related words. It clicked.
we found the key to your comprehension, and it's relating everything back to the farm. Theo, on the other hand, is
I
not
did
doing
go
well.
ahead. I did go ahead and clear my conditions before I rolled that. I don't know if you wanted me to, but
That's
I did,
fine.
and
That's
now
fine.
we can't
That's
take it
fine.
back.
I mean, we could, but
I mean, we could. Okay, so I think for Theo, I have put together a study guide.
you have to roll 2.
Oh, I have to roll 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
I get to-
fuck.
Dang it! Can I take my condition away? Wait, hold on.
Yeah. Everybody can clear
Okay,
their
what am I doing?
conditions because it's
Comprehend?
almost Christmas. Merry Christmas.
That's your Christmas
Yay.
gift from Abby.
Yeah.
I didn't have any conditions.
You get a condition then.
2 successes.
Okay, so yeah, Emmy is getting great grades as per usual. You know Theo's not been doing so hot, and Borje, I mean, yeah, it's really been clicking.
So I think Emmy gets her gifts, and for Theo it's definitely like a study guide for the next semester, and maybe the projected answers for certain tests. She's like, okay, I'm not even gonna try. You can't mess this up. This is
Not even projected questions, but the projected
answers. I'm pretty sure this is what is gonna be on the test. She broke in, she analyzed the last 3 years of tests, and she put together the end all be all guide. She thinks it's a great idea. And then for Borje, I think she gets a little certificate that's keep up the good work, so proud of you,
Gold star.
Student of the year. Gold stars. And maybe a cornbread pan that she found in that does a cool shape.
It has A+ on it, so you
an
make
A+.
the bread.
I chiseled A+ into it.
Oh my god.
And then I think she knows Theo's not probably gonna love just the study guide, so she also got him free milkshakes or something from the
nice.
diner. So
Good
1-2 punch. Food and grades. That's all I
Free milkshakes per A on a test.
Bring your A to Marge at the diner, and
I've worked out an agreement with Marge.
I've paid her off. Okay, so those are my presents.
Nice. I love them.
Borje has got Theo. He spent a good 6 months making Theo's present because it's just about a liter of homemade moonshine that he thinks Theo would really enjoy.
A liter of moonshine. Oh, this is a dangerous but lovely gift.
And then for Emmy, it's 2 volumes of homemade, illustrated, and written wannabe Janet comics. But it's you are Janet in the comics,
Adorable.
and there's one that's
Adorable.
Janet and the Bizarre Bird Bonanza, and then there's a second one that's Janet and the Murderous Meatball Pot Mystery.
Perfect.
And it's just things that we've done, but you're Janet.
Janet in the perfect school outing.
Oh, perfect school. We're still.
They're not great, but they're.
Emmy is super touched.
That's very cute.
You flip through it, and some of the times you can just see you recognize an illustration because he's just cut it out of the actual Janet comics and pasted it onto this one.
Perfect. Oh, I love it.
Okay, I think Theo has been scrounging around for a while, and I think he's made a sort of homemade spy kit for Emmy, of course, and so I'm sure she spy stuff. So he's tried to find things that she doesn't have yet, or maybe get her nicer versions of it, especially because he has access to stuff through his parents. So I think that's what he's been doing. He's been his parents have been like, "Honey, have you seen whatever?" And Theo's scurrying to his room with something hidden behind his back. And so I think like he got you either like a fancy, like maybe a microscope or like really nice magnifying glass, and then maybe some. I think he wanted to get you like nice fingerprint kind of kit sort of thing.
Fingerprint kit. That would be great.
Yeah, so he really tried to find like a good dust as well as some way to keep track of everything. So that's his gift for Emmy. And then for Borge, I don't know what Theo would get for Borge exactly. I
Could
think
get Aunt Maggie an all expense one way ticket somewhere else.
yeah. I think maybe he like went to a bunch of junkyards and tried to scrounge up like computer parts or stuff for maybe the tractor or something, because he knows you like to tinker with stuff, but he's not sure exactly maybe what you need. So you come to the secret hideout, and then Theo brings you over to just this pile of crap. And I think
slowly been accumulating.
yeah, it's been like under a tarp.
Borge looks at me with my shiny things, and he looks at his pile.
Oh, he's
And I
so
think
happy with it.
not all of it's crap. Like Theo doesn't maybe know everything about tech, but he's been taking some stuff from his parents, and then also some stuff from just like junkyards and random stuff he can find on his bike. So some of it is kind of junky, and then I think some of it is maybe a little valuable.
He's
or
taking
useful.
stuff from your parents, so he's like holds up. He's like, Theo, a plutonium fuel rod for the tractor. This is amazing.
I don't know. My parents said it was dangerous, so I thought you'd like it. They seemed pretty upset when it was gone, but it's not my fault.
Okay.
Don't make any nuclear warheads. They mentioned something about that.
Nuclear tractors.
So
I thought you could do a magnetrine upgrade to your tractor,
Oh.
maybe. But I don't know how any of this stuff works. So
You're onto something.
magnetrine tractor sounds awesome. Okay, Emmy, you can take the item magnifying glass +1. Theo, you can take moonshine +1. And Borge,
what am I gonna do with that?
I don't know, but you have it.
Moonshine is flammable.
Yep, and Borge, you can use your tractor upgrades. You can either take the tractor upgrades and roll tinker with them as fulfilling their prereq and upgrade your tractor, or you can have a cornbread pan +2.
That's tough.
I'll take the cornbread pan.
That's pretty fun. We should upgrade the tractor at some point. That'd be good too.
I'll take cornbread pan for 200.
I mean, that's a tough decision. And as you're all exchanging your gifts and remarking on how well you all know each other and how happy you are to have friends this holiday season, you hear a commotion coming from the gravel road that Borge lives on.
Commotion?
Yeah, commotion.
What
Like
kind of commotion? The people?
human community.
There's like some
like
screaming and some.
Oh!
that kind of commotion.
Well, not like maybe yelling more than screaming. It's
Shouts?
like,
Does it sound like Ma or Aunt Maggie
it sounds
screaming?
like
or?
Aunt Maggie yelling at something, and then you hear like some like angry bleating. Also, bleating.
Bleating.
Yes,
Not
not
okay.
bleeding.
Maggie got the Christmas goat.
She's
She
like,
got that
she's like,
Christmas
get
goat."
the hell out of me, you goat! And like, you hear like some
A
smacking going
A goat
on.
tussle ensue.
Borge will get up to go help.
I feel like we
Borge
all
likes to help
Slowly.
people.
Okay.
Sort of opens
Maybe he's
the
helping the
door.
Theo's like,
Does he
Borge, did
look
you guys get
out?
a goat on the farm recently?
No.
Yeah, you haven't had goats on the farm. You do know there's a farmer up the road that has goats and usually does like a Christmas goat thing.
Okay.
That Christmas goat thing.
Pulling
Yeah.
those Russian
Farmer.
spies all over the place.
There's a town in Sweden that erects a giant goat made out of hay every year, and apparently it's just vandalized every year. It's like survived twice in 13 years or something. But the
There's like a
Christmas goat
contest
is
to
a
basically
real
burn
thing.
it down.
If I
Called-
look out, can I see her like arguing with a goat? Or
Yeah, I mean, there's a goat that's like got it. You know how goats like get their horns in there, and it's like going like this, and then you're like smacking it
her?
with a beer. Yeah, at her, and she's smacking it with her beer bottle, and it'll back up, and then like ram up to charge, and she'll like run away. This is a highly aggressive goat.
It's a HAG, highly aggressive goat. It's a hag attack.
Oh my god. Can I go arrest this hag?
Yeah, I mean, you can try. How are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna, as Aunt Maggie's running away, I'll get between her and the hag, and
Mhm.
as it runs, I'll grab its horns.
Okay, roll force.
Should bang your new pan +2. Scared
No.
away.
I want to stop it and then calm it.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll force to stop it first.
Okay.
He's a
Perfect.
charmer.
Nope. No, he's not.
I'm gonna use my luck.
Okay.
On the first.
Sure. Okay, nice. So you get in front of this goat. Aunt Maggie's like, running away.
That sounded like the goat.
Yeah, I mean they're basically the same person. And you get in front of this goat, and this goat like goes to ram you, and you hold your hands out ready, and you like tackle it to the ground.
Oh my gosh, we've got a new world champion goat wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I whip out some twine and I hag tie this goat.
Okay. What would that be?
I feel
Sounds
like
like force
tinker
again.
or force. Yeah.
Yeah, tinker or force works either.
Tinker.
Okay.
Okay, one success.
All right. So you tie this goat up around its feet, and it's like wriggling and screaming and bleating and all of this stuff, and it seems very upset, not calmed at all. But it can't go anywhere now.
Does
Can
it
I
look...
examine
yeah.
this goat now?
Of course,
Oh,
you've acquired a goat.
Can I add that hag to my items list?
No.
goat.
Yeah, you can
Plus
investigate this goat.
I want to investigate this goat because I want to know why it is so aggressive, besides the fact that Aunt Maggie is, silly. And I want to use my cool new magnifying glass. I just want to play around with it.
Take
Like,
the goat's
perfect.
fingerprints.
Sure. Yeah,
Mm.
roll
Bookworm.
investigate with your magnifying glass.
Like, give it a test spin.
Nice.
Investigations.
You get questions?
I do get questions, which, I need to open the PDF for, which I forgot to do, damn it. So
That's okay.
if Theo wants to do something while I think of my questions.
Theo doesn't really want to do anything. He maybe
What is
doesn't-
Theo doing then? Is he just standing in the trailer? He's got
Yeah, I
this
think I'm just
jar
watching
of
you guys
moonshine.
from outside. Yeah, sniffing the moonshine. Ooh. That's I can see the paint sort of like peeling off nearby as the vapors get
Yeah, it's 1200
too
proof.
close. This is like insane high proof. Borje was just like make it as strong as possible. don't know. There's no other people or anything around. I mean, there's Marge, but he wouldn't talk to
Maggie.
Maggie. Sorry, Marge is the tiny.
No, there's no other people.
There's no other goats.
Okay.
No other goats, just this one.
No goats, just one lone goat. All right. Well, Theo's not being helpful, so
Theo's useless. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask. Where is it? As in, like, where is it from?
Okay. So you see it has a little goat ear tag, I guess, right? They get those. And it has like a little number on it or whatever, and a label saying where it's from. And Borge is like, "Oh yeah, that's from Farmer Joe's farm up the road. He does a Christmas goat thing every year. It's a great time."
Great.
What is a Christmas goat thing?
I imagine you put a nice, like, decorated wreath around your goat, and then you parade it through the city so that the kids can pet it. I don't know.
You just let it go. Why?
No, you don't just let it go.
Do you spray paint the goats?
Maybe.
Christmas colors.
Yeah, that's why this goat ran away.
Yeah.
What threats can I perceive here?
Ooh.
Aunt Maggie. The hag.
Yeah, but
Not
what
wrong.
else? Just that one thing. Threats. The goat. You know how goats have weird eyes?
Yeah, rectangle
Yeah.
eyes.
So it's like thrashing and it looks at you and you can see its eye is just like completely bloodshot. And
Right.
it looks like it's something not right is happening to this goat.
It's hopped up on steroids.
Yeah, something. I mean, it looks
Okay.
bad.
Bad.
This is bad. This is this is one sick goat. Okay, and I think I get one more. Is there anything hidden here? And where is it?
Let's see. Do
If
I
it
have
doesn't
any
work.
fun notes?
It's not like chipped or anything.
No, you can see, so one of its feet that are normally cloven, like one of the cloves is like completely removed. So one of its feet is just like half a foot.
Okay. Probably was doing bad things to goats. Sean was joking about the fingerprint thing and how it really was coming in handy.
Hoof
Okay.
prints.
Emmy's like, Borge, this goat is not healthy. There's something wrong with this goat. It's totally.
I tell you, Emmy, it's a hooting and a hollering. This goat, it's so upset.
I know. I think somebody did something to it. This is.
I
not
bet it was Aunt
normal.
Maggie. I told him not to mess with that wildlife. She's from the city. She ain't good at this wildlife stuff.
That you're right. I'm sure it was partially Aunt Maggie's fault, but I think it would have done this to anybody. I think it was kind of like it looks like it's just gone crazy. Does Farmer Joe? Where does he live? Can we check out?
Oh,
his
Farmer
goat
Joe, he's just down the
situation?
road.
She's like, let's go there.
You said I saw a tag. This was Farmer Joe's
Yeah.
goat. Okay. Well, I'm sure he'd really appreciate it bringing his goat back, especially.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe
uh,
you should go talk to him. She's like, you're good with people.
What's my interaction with
Farmer Joe?
Yeah. Should I roll contact
Sure.
to figure
Yeah,
that out?
sure. That sounds good. Yeah, okay. So you have a pretty good relationship with Farmer Joe. He's not really a competitor in the whole scheme of
Christmas
things.
goat,
He
we-
has more farm animals and you have more corn.
Oh, Borge's family has the monopoly on corn in the area.
Yeah.
The problem is, corn is not the most popular Swedish food item.
The corn kings of Sweden.
We don't actually sell any of it. We just grow the only corn, so we have the monopoly on it.
So I think
yeah.
actually you might sell him like chicken feed from the corn or animal food.
Well, okay, let's.
Theo, are you coming with
yeah.
us? And he's like, Theo,
Yeah, sure.
you want to go break into some stuff?
I always want to break into things.
Well, I think
Emmy.
we can just go knock on his door and be like, "We got your goat."
No, Porsche.
You
Where's
do that,
the fun in
Borje.
that?
Theo can sneak. Emmy's like, yes, Borje, and then she like winks at Theo.
Well, I'll just grab that goat and start headed up the road.
Drag this goat up the road.
Well, I'll toss it over my shoulders.
Okay. If you're gonna do that, then roll move.
Okay. Maybe I toss him onto the tractor.
Yeah. Good idea.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take the whole ass tractor up the road.
That's fine. You can still roll move.
Okay.
But with the whole ass tractor this time.
With the whole ass tractor, okay.
The what?
Ooh, 2 successes. Yep. You tie this goat real good to this tractor, and it is like stuck in place. It's still like wriggling and trying to get free and screaming. I mean, it's not, it does not sound good. But you get on your tractor with your friends and you drive up the road to Farmer Joe's house. And as you approach, you see, he has a quaint little cottage farmhouse. He lives there alone. And he has like some animal pens out front, like a chicken coop and all this stuff. But one of the pens looks like it's recently been wrecked by something.
Are there animals in the wrecked pen, or
No,
does it look like it was
it's
wrecked and
empty,
everything got
yeah.
out? I'll go knock on his door.
Okay.
Does he answer?
Yeah, he does. He's like, "Go away, I'm not interested."
Oh, Farmer Joe, I think you are interested. We got your goat.
I don't want that damn thing. Take it.
Oh, is it? What is it? Sick? We can take it in town. Get it. The pharmacy might be able to look at it.
Whatever you want. I don't want it. A
Well,
menace.
okay. What? I mean, I've got it tied up. It did try and attack my Aunt Maggie, but I think she provoked it. I'm gonna be honest.
Are you trying to charm him?
No, I'm just trying to give his goat back.
Right.
You can just set it free on his farm, Borje. It's his
rid
goat.
of this goat.
Yeah, you could set it free on his farm, or you can roll charm if you want him to open the door and listen to you.
Yeah, sure. Maybe someone should investigate the wreck before I do that.
Okay. While you're distracting him, I'm assuming he has moved to be behind his door and he's not at his window, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll quickly investigate my new the best gift ever. Besides my Janet comics, which I also love. Oh, 0 successes. What?
You killed
That
was so shocking.
I'm gonna re-roll that. 2 successes.
Ooh, good job.
Okay. Oh, what happened here?
Yeah, so you see a lot of cloven hoof prints in where the pen used to be. And it's pretty muddy. So you see a lot of these little footprints everywhere. But then it looks like the pen has been the fence is fairly intact still, but there's just holes that have been bashed into the side, and there's holes in the fence that have been escaped through, and you can see tufts of fur
organized escape
stuck on some of the barbed wire or whatever he has.
Great. oh, what is hidden here and where is it? Is there any like signs of like something being injected in them or like something unusual in their food?
No, there's no syringes. There's no weird food stuffs.
Hmm.
You do see, I think, like, not everywhere, just like one set of footprints seems to be human, maybe,
Mhm. Mhm.
but you can only find left footprints.
Right. We got a Hoppin' John on our.
I was like, is it on a pogo stick or something? Like, what does it have? A peg leg on the other
Peg
side?
leg? Nothing. He just hops, Sean.
Hoppin' John, he lives up the street.
This is Joe, and then there's Hoppin' John.
Oh man.
Okay, where is it? As in, like, where are the goats? Where
Yeah,
did they go?
You can see, there's
Where did the goats go?
there's like they've created like a game trail, and you can see where the
Yeah.
footprints kind of lead off to, and you could follow them
Mhm.
if you wanted.
Okay. Okay, cool. Great. So I do all that and I kind of am like, Borge, all the goats are gone. Um, they I think they escaped on their own. They like very clearly got out of this
They
pit
formed a
individually.
union.
Yeah, they formed a
They've
union.
unionized and they've left.
Yeah, they're in the middle of a strike at the moment. And, and Emmy's like, I mean, these goats are pretty smart. I don't know what's going on, but um, there's seems to be a one human involved with 1 foot at least.
Okay.
He rides a goat on the other side. It's like 1 foot and then like a goat.
A peg leg, but
And-
goat.
A
Yeah.
peg. A therapy goat.
I guess in that case, can I try to charm Farmer Joe
Mhm.
to see if we can get more information out of
Sure.
him? Okay. So I will. Oh, okay.
Good job.
So okay, I don't get any of these bonus effects. Yeah, so I'll be like, I mean, Farmer Joe, we got this to go for you. We can take it back if you don't want it. We just looks like all the other ones got out too. What happened? And then I'll toss the goat to Theo to catch. Be like, well, I ain't got the goat no more, so you can open up your door if you're scared of that goat.
I don't know if Theo catches that goat or not.
I think it slams into you and you both fall down. Because it's a whole ass goat
It is
flying
a whole
through
ass
the air.
goat. A wag.
You leave the W off whole, so it's still a hag.
Okay. You can see that he like opens his door, and you can see the little chain on the inside, like opening all the way, and he peeks out. Borge, is that you? What are you doing here? How did you get in my goat?
Well, I told you, Farmer Joe, we drove up the road because your goat got out.
They all got out, and I don't want them anymore. This whole goat thing was a mistake.
What do you mean? That you do that fun Christmas goat thing every year. Oh, all the children love your Christmas goats.
It was fun. Have you seen them this year? I can't do that anymore. How am I gonna make a living over Christmas?
Well, I would stop by getting your goats back. Can't do the Christmas goat without the goat.
Have you seen that goat?
Oh, it looks mighty riled up. I told you, my Aunt Maggie, she did a number on that. I think she threw a beer bottle at it or something. I'm not sure.
That's not good for goats.
It ain't. So, what happened over there in that pen?
He like close his door, unchain, and open up. He's like, I guess you come on in.
Well, okay. I'll
Leave
go
that
in.
goat though.
Emmy does her best to look angelic and like scurries in.
Theo is scrambling underneath this goat that is also scrambling.
Okay, Theo, you watch that goat. We'll be right in here.
We'll be back.
No, don't leave me with this goat.
Use your moonshine.
I give it a whiff of the moonshine and it passes out.
It's
Chloroform.
He gestures to his dining room table, and he sits down, and he has coffee in front of him, and he offers a coffee pot like he holds it.
Oh, what? I love coffee, Farmer Joe.
He goes to the cupboard and gets out 2 more mugs and passes you both a cup of coffee.
I'll pour Emmy one, and then I'll start drinking out of the pot.
Okay.
Like, flip it
You
open.
see
and
Emmy just like pouring the sugar in. She's like, yeah, that's good.
All right. What did you come here for, Borje? Other than to return my goat, what did you have questions? The goats just broke out last night.
Well, I mean, we wanted to return it, but then also it doesn't look too well. We were making sure everything's all right, and we got here, and it looks like there's quite the ruckus out there in that goat pen.
There was. I mean, the goats, they've been riled up the last few nights, but nothing like this. I was gonna take him to the vet because I thought maybe, I don't know, can goats even get rabies? But it seemed like they were kind of wild and crazy, and some of them were like foaming at the mouth, and it got worse at night. I mean, scary stuff.
I hope Theo's up to date on his rabies vaccine. That sounds mighty spooky, Farmer Joe. What, they just busted out and ran away?
I didn't see it. I heard it, and they were screaming up a storm. I said, I'm going to stay myself in here. And they were gone. I don't want to mess with those goats anymore. I don't want to do it. You can take that goat, and you can go have your own Christmas goat, but I'm going to figure my own thing out, and it's not going to be goat-related.
Well, okay, Farmer Joe. We'll go what's wrong with these goats, and we'll save Goat Christmas, and we'll bring you this goat back, and you can get ready for next year. But you rest assured, we're going to make sure Christmas is saved this year. You can bet your goat on it.
We'll save Goat Christmas. Emmy,
the Krampus has returned.
He's probably like, well, I sure do appreciate it, as he takes the empty pot of coffee from you and starts brewing another pot.
If you want to do something, Emmy, I can lead the conversation if you want to get some information from him.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like just being like, have there been any strange people, and I was just trying to think if that's like comprehend or investigate.
Maybe even
empathize.
Empathize, yeah.
Can I lead her empathize by like steering the conversation and like trying to get information I know she would want? Okay. And I did take a level up in lead.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Doesn't help.
No successes.
Do I reroll?
If you fail to lead, you must check a condition.
Oh,
Can
Never
I?
happened before.
it's never happened before.
Can I take a condition to reroll?
Yeah, but then if you fail, you still need to take another one.
Can you call upon your cornbread powers? I don't know how that would work.
No, I think I'm a little spooked by this goat nonsense, so I'll...
Yeah. And all the goats live near your house, so who knows what they're gonna do.
Yeah. One
nice.
success.
Good job.
Sweet. So I get 1 die.
You get 2 die.
2 dice.
2 die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So Emmy is just like, she let Borje talk, and she's just like chugging her coffee, and then she goes and she puts down her coffee, and she gets 1 empathize. Nice. And so can okay. What does she want? What does she like? So can I make what's his name, Joe, help us? Can I make him do something?
Sure. I mean, what is empathize question based or?
It is. It
Okay.
says the ability to study what makes a person, animal, or conscious robot, cyborg tick. You need time to study or talk to the creature. So that was when Borje was talking and I was drinking my coffee. And then if you succeed in the role, you get to ask 2 questions.
Okay.
So it's pretty clear how he feels.
Yeah.
But yeah. So one of the question is, can I make him or her do something?
Gotcha. What do you want him to do?
Like, will he actively help us? I guess it's more of like
Okay,
do
sure.
something.
So
how
I'm
do you
kind
think?
of
Emmy would be like, oh, I've always been interested in livestock, and like I've been just thinking about joining. Borge here has convinced me to join the 4-H club of Sweden, and goats are just so close to our hearts this time of year. It would be such a shame to like let this event ruin the holiday spirit. Like,
right.
if we can get your goats back, like, would you help us? Kind of
Gotcha.
a thing.
Yeah. He you try to bring him some
Angelic
holiday
face.
cheer. Yeah.
Angelic face.
He's like I think a lot of kids have grown up with my Christmas goat thing. I mean, Borge will tell you it's a great time, and I would love to do it again. So I guess if there's anything I can do, but I can't leave my farm really that much. There's still a lot of chores that need done, and I mean, right now it's getting kind of late, and I need to go do them right now anyway. But I'm kind of scared. I mean, you brought a goat.
That's okay, Theo. Don't worry. Theo's an expert goat wrangler. He's got super goat powers. He'll be fine. And can I tell if he has lied at all? One of the questions is he or she lying?
No, I don't think he lied at all.
Okay, so he really doesn't know what's happening here. His goat's just like crazy.
Yep.
Well, my friends are leaving me with a deadly goat for an extended period of time that I've just knocked out with my homemade moonshine. Can I like sneak along that game path? See if I can find anything.
Yeah, I think if you want to actually this goat is on you, and you need to roll if you want to knock it out with your moonshine.
Well, I'm just gonna force it off of me.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, good job.
Bam.
So you force this goat off that was thrown at you by Borge in a feat of superhuman strength.
He was born chucking goats this way and that. Comes as natural as breathing.
You get this goat off, and it's still screaming, and you can move down this path.
I guess I can do that.
Nice.
2 successes, and I think for my extra, I can make that just doing it hidden.
Nice.
Being hidden too.
That's great.
So, yeah. No one notices.
You follow down this goat game path. Nobody notices you, and the path seems to at least not end, but maybe scatter more. It's less driven. When you reach a small graveyard that's, I don't know, a couple blocks away from the farmer's house.
Okay. Nondescript graveyard. Fine. I haven't seen any actual goats throughout this entire process?
Mm-mm.
Are the human footsteps, the one left leg footsteps, still there?
Somebody would have to investigate to find out.
Oh, damn it.
Do I want to do that? Not really. Not very good at that one. I guess I'll just head back. I don't think there's anything I can do in the graveyard. I don't see anyone in there, do I?
No,
No groundskeepers or anything.
it's just like a small rural graveyard on like at the corner of a dirt road intersection. It's pretty
Right.
unmaintained.
Yeah, I'll just head back.
Cool. Yeah, I think it is getting fairly late. So I don't know what you're doing with this goat, but I mean, Sweden apparently gets a lot of darkness. So
Who would have thought
like
with them being
always
so
dark.
far up there?
Yeah.
Well, we could take it to the vet. I know the
Yeah.
vet.
Borje.
She did a great job with Sparky.
She did do a great job with Sparky. Yeah, I mean, we can take it to the vet. That makes sense.
Yeah, let's
See if we can figure out what's wrong with it.
hop on into the tractor and roll up to the vet.
Yeah, and I guess I tell you guys that trail the goats left, it just ends in like a graveyard and then kind of scatters. So I don't know where they went.
What do goats want in a graveyard?
I don't know. Did you even know there's a graveyard up the way a little bit?
I know these woods like the back of my hand, Theo. I knew there was a graveyard right there. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Farmer John's
Well,
whole
I don't know.
family's
They
been buried
made their
there.
way over to the graveyard. You know more about goats and country graveyards than I do.
Well, I didn't quite know goats were so sentimental, but I guess maybe they are. Anyway,
It's actually
let's
a goat, a mass graveyard.
let's take these goat to the
To the doctor.
doctor. Do we need to contact the doctor?
Yeah, you do.
What's your contact, Theo?
5.
5? Well, mine's also 5 because I have a condition. So I can lead you if you want. No.
I mean, you can. Sure. You're driving us there.
I'm driving us there.
Sure.
Big yikes.
Sure. I guess I have to check condition. Maybe Theo is upset because I tossed this goat at him.
I
Uh-huh.
would be pretty upset.
And him being upset has made me upset.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Say, Borge, I made all that effort to get you all that cool stuff for Christmas, and you threw a goat at me? Like a crazy goat, too? Not even a regular goat. I mean, I could maybe handle a regular goat. This one was crazy.
I'm sorry, Theo. I should have checked your
He was spooked.
rabies vaccination status before I tossed that crazy goat at you. I get so confused sometimes. Oh, I see, if someone threw a goat at me, I could just catch that thing right out of there, snatch. But I guess I forget you. You're one of those. You're from the city, so you're not good. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The
you should
pouty
be.
face.
Well, now
All
I'm
right.
upset, Theo. I'm sorry.
I will try and contact this vet.
Okay, go for it.
2 successes.
Nice.
She's my new best friend. I've been taking Sparky to her on the down low in the meantime. Oh, wow. Let's see. I get a bonus effect. Wow, there's a lot of good ones. The contact has all the right tools with her, or the contact knows something important. That's probably the best one. We don't actually need her to heal this goat.
You're saving goat Christmas.
This is one goat. We have a whole herd.
Which do you want?
I want that. She knows something important.
Okay. I think it is
Can't
getting
remember if
pretty
we gave
late,
her a
but I
name.
do also like the idea that you take Sparky to her on the down low, so maybe there's like a set time that she's okay with you like swinging by her house.
And this
she'll-
time, I swing by with a whole tractor and a very angry goat, as well as 2 friends.
You
One of
roll
whom
up.
looks very upset.
You roll up in your tractor, and you've got this goat. And her house is there, and you normally go and knock on her door, and Sparky will like run in the door because she gets a treat, or he gets a treat. Is Sparky?
I can't remember.
I think Sparky might have been a he.
I think Sparky was a cat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my
Anyway,
kitty.
it doesn't matter. She gives Sparky treats and not the nice head scratches. So Sparky likes coming here, but Sparky's not here right now. The goat.
Just a very angry goat. A hag.
Highly angry goat.
She's just summoned by the sounds of a screaming goat outside of her door.
I think maybe. Which one did you choose? That she knows something?
She knows something
Yeah,
important.
so she hears you roll up in the tractor with the screaming goat. And she meets you like out at the driveway with maybe she's come out with like a syringe or something.
Now, I know I don't got Sparky with me this time, Mrs. Vetman, but we have this very dangerous goat, and we need help because it's Farmer Joe's, and he always does that Christmas thing with the goats through the town, and he's having a problem with his goats, and we just need your help to figure out what's wrong with his goat. Please.
Theo, I hate to break it to you, but there's not going to be any great Christmas goats this year. She goes up to the goat and she injects the
What? She immediately murders this goat?
She puts down the goat?
Theo was not prepared for immediate goat murder. Wow.
I guess we'll take him to the graveyard now. We'll just bury him with his friends.
Oh my gosh, what was wrong with him?
Like, I don't know. I've seen like 5 goats today with the same symptoms. I don't know what's going on with them, but I mean, not good. It's not good. This has to be ended. Couldn't figure it out.
We'll just brush over the fact that she had some euthanasia in a syringe ready to go when you rolled up.
She could have given that to any of us.
Keeps that next to her door for emergencies.
No, she had it because she'd run into recent cases.
Yeah.
Based on this world that she lives in, it's not out of the question.
That's true. Okay.
How's Sparky doing, Theo?
I
Sparky
feel like
good?
we all just like
I think we're gonna
staring.
come up for a visit, not for a couple months. Keep your scary needles away from me. We're leaving.
Do we
Was
let
that
her
the
keep
important
the
thing
goat,
that she
or do
knows,
we-
or should I be asking more questions?
No, I mean, you can leave if you want.
Do we take the goat with us, or do we leave the goat?
I'll just take it over to the trash can, I guess.
I'm just gonna leave it with her.
Fine, you can just leave
Goats
this
are
goat.
big.
Yeah, they are.
Ooh.
She can deal with her goat murder.
Yeah. I'll leave it on her
You
doorstep.
can live with this crime. All right.
You all just leave in a hurry. It's like, okay, bye now.
Bye
I
now.
mean, we're just gonna ignore the fact that she's put down 5 other goats today.
You've just ruined Christmas forever.
Yeah.
I hope the Christmas ghost doesn't visit your house. I.
All right.
Oh my God.
Okay, I think, yeah, we leave.
You leave.
Theo
You head
doesn't wanna
back
stay.
to your homes.
It's just silent on the way back.
We're all just
Yeah.
in shock.
There's no
I think
bleeding
so.
anymore.
There's like the brutality.
We've just saw the sort of fleeting nature of life before us.
Theo, I don't think you should bring Sparky to that vet lady anymore.
I don't know if I should either, Borje.
Yeah, we're just like, that was scary.
Sparky's been doing okay lately, but I don't want to tempt any fate. All right. I don't know if there's anything else we can do tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check the graveyard tomorrow morning.
Yeah. That
I think
makes
we need to
sense.
sleep this off because
Borge
extreme.
needs to get rid of some of his conditions.
Yeah, boy, do I.
All right.
Coat.
So y'all make it back home. Check in with each other on your ham radios.
They're now Christmas ham radios.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Now with tinsel.
Yeah.
I actually honey glazed mine.
Boys! He's like, did you put honey on your ham radio again? Why can't we hear you?
I didn't put honey on it.
You did. I so know you did. When I get over there.
At least it's better than that time he tried to bread it and bake it.
It's not that kind of ham, Borge.
All right. Did anybody want to have scenes before bed? Or
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that we maybe like earlier in the day we had gone and got the Christmas tree, so we were going to decorate it tonight, and I think that we have that fun experience, and maybe Aunt Maggie ruins it somehow.
yeah, probably. How would Aunt Maggie ruin the Christmas tree?
How would Aunt
Putting up.
Maggie ruin the Christmas tree? I think that
Maybe
I mean,
she is supposed to be watching Olaf during this because it's like bonding time with your ma, and Olaf's not old enough to appreciate putting up the Christmas tree.
yeah, I mean, maybe I lift him up so he can put the star on top or something. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe she fails to watch Olaf, and he like, can he crawl? How old is he? I don't know. Probably crawling age.
Olaf is fluid.
He crawls in and starts like breaking ornaments, like playing with them and breaking them.
Well, that's mighty cute, Olaf, but you can't do that. I'll take an ornament and give him a beer bottle to break. Yeah, I think it's a fun time, and then Aunt Maggie just puts a damper on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe like we get it up, and then she has to
Think
like
she-
move it.
Yeah,
She
drunkenly
moves it out of the
crashes
way,
into
and then
it.
like it falls over, and then we have to put it up again.
It's
Sad,
not
as
fun the
good.
second time. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Putting up
Sounds
Christmas
good.
trees the first time is not always very fun.
I'm like, is there cornbread ornaments? I want there to, like, instead of like bread ornaments, there's cornbread ornaments.
What
Don't
is a
bring up the
bread
dreaded
ornament?
bread ornaments.
What?
There's you can make bread dough ornaments with like salt and flour, and you bake them. Never mind.
In Sweden, allegedly, they have a lot of hay ornaments.
There you go.
Wow, this is just a Swedish cultural lesson.
It is.
You're
I
welcome,
learned
everyone.
A lot.
Free cultural enrichment today.
I'll ask my mom if Christmas will be the same without goats.
Yeah, she's like, no goats. The goats are my favorite part.
I know, but that
Well, go
vet-
talk to the vet.
she put that goat down faster than you could say goat at Christmas.
Faster than you could say Christmas goat.
Like, oh, that really is a shame. I'll have to go give Farmer Joe my condolences on him.
Oh, I think he'll be mighty happy that goat's out of his life. He was not happy with that goat last time we brought it back up to him. Yeah. Maybe just don't mention it to him next time. But if you see Hoppin' John, maybe
Hoppin'
ask him what he
John.
was doing with those goats.
Like, I have that appointment coming up. It's next week, so maybe I'll swing by Farmer Joe's when I'm
A doctor's appointment?
Mm-hmm. My second one.
Oh. Yeah.
Thought it was a shopping appointment.
Yeah, I meant shopping appointment. Okay. Noted.
Deeply concerned.
Yeah, okay, we'll just finish putting up the tree the second
Yeah,
time.
yeah, it's beautiful. You do notice Aunt Maggie has
Horn marks?
yeah,
I don't care.
injuries. Okay.
I do care.
Okay. That's you don't care.
No, I'll give her some Robitussin.
Okay. All of the injuries weirdly are on her thighs and chins.
Well, that makes sense. It's a goat. It
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
reach high up.
Yeah.
Or is it weird?
No. I mean, that's where all of them are. But it's maybe not weird. Goats are pretty big. Goats could probably get you in your hip.
They can jump
in your
up.
chest.
Yeah. So maybe
stomach.
it is a little weird.
Maybe can I ask Aunt Maggie about it?
Sure. What do you ask?
Aunt Maggie, remember when that goat was just coming at you?
Slams her beer bottle down. That goat.
Oh, well, I think y'all be happy to know that vet she also thought was a big hazard. And my gosh, she took that goat out. It is not going to be a problem anymore. Why are all of your injuries on your thighs and shins? The goats are pretty big. They could probably get you in the hip if they really tried.
I didn't let it, Borje. I kicked at it and I punched it and I didn't let it jump. I didn't let it.
How did you come across that goat?
I was just out in the front yard and that goat came and attacked me. But I came to a farm so I would be safe and happy, Borje, not so I would be attacked by goats.
Well, I mean, statistically, a farm's probably where you're going to be attacked by a goat most often. I'm real good at stats. My friend Emmy, she's been teaching me all about stats. Anyway,
Emmy smiles from afar. She feels her heart warm.
Specifically, goat stats have been the main mode of conveying this information.
But if I wanted to see, maybe would it be like empathize? See, like, is there something that she's not telling me, or is it the whole situation weird?
There's one that's about lying. Oh yeah, you did clear your conditions. Pretty good.
I did. Otherwise, I'd be rolling 0 dice. Would this count as helping Aunt Maggie?
I don't think you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart.
We'd never use my +1 die from investigation. Could that count?
Oh, that's true. Sure.
Since
you can
I
have
did all that
die.
investigate.
Borje does not know how to empathize with Aunt Maggie.
No.
It's real hard.
It's really difficult. You can't tell, you can't tell if she's lying. You can't tell if the whole situation is weird. She's just infuriating you because she keeps talking about if she wasn't on a farm, she wouldn't be attacked by a goat. And you're like,
I'm like, Aunt Maggie, a goat is always on a farm. What do you mean? And then we just evolve into
This is Sweden, goddammit.
an argument about goats on farms. Okay, great.
All right. Anybody else have anything?
I really want two things to happen. Okay. I want Emmy she goes down and puts her presents for everybody in the family under the tree, but she puts them in a very specific order so she knows if anybody peeks. She doesn't booby trap them, but she just sets them just so that if anybody messes with them, she'll know.
Yep.
And she maybe investigates the presents for her that are down there, and she kind of gets in there. And when she does that, I think she just comes back up to her room and she finds a mystery present from the mystery person that likes to give her mystery presents, the man that is following her.
It's labeled from Dr. Johannes.
Great. And I feel where do I think it is? I feel like it's on the windowsill of her room or something like that. and it's all wrapped up. It looks real pretty. And she just is like, I think she's a little excited because it's been a while since she's had any like contact with this mystery person, and so she's like, I'm not imagining it. It's still, like, this is happening.
Yeah.
This is happening. And so she like spends the rest of the night. I feel like she leaves it on the windowsill.
Yeah.
She doesn't actually like open it or touch it, but she like spends the rest of the night like examining it and like trying to, pick up any clues.
Okay. Cool.
But she's definitely going to open it. It's just
yes.
She's working her way up to it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll figure out what's in that. I like that. Cool.
Theo just hugged Sparky really tight that night.
You're like, Sparky,
Sparky, I'm
Cuddle to
not
bed
taking
with
you back to
Sparky.
that bed ever again.
you're the best cat ever, Sparky.
All right. I think you all have similarly horrible nights because you have dreams of goat screams and fiery pits and this the man goat thing with like one human foot and one goat foot, and it's awful. But you all have the same dreams, and you all can mark exhausted.
Oh, we get that gift?
Oh my goodness.
Thank
that
you.
sounds so fun.
Great
Let's be
Christmas present.
exhausted.
What a beautiful present.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You do not sleep well, and
Right.
as you scheduled, you can all meet up at the secret hideout if you want.
Can Emmy like stop by the library
Mhm.
on the way? And I feel like Emmy's like, both Sarah and Emmy are like, this feels very folkloric. She's like, I don't know, but I feel there's something about this that feels very similar to something I've heard
Yep,
before, like
yep.
with Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, let me go pick up like a book on like traditional Swedish fairy tales, Christmas stories, and bring that to the super secret hideout.
Okay, sure.
I don't know if that's like a
roll. Let's see.
Comprehend piece of information.
Sure. Roll comprehend to see if you can grab the right book.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so you
Nice.
grab a book on Swedish folklore, and right next to it is a book on Germanic folklore, and you're like, why not? And you grab that too.
Great. Cool. And I get one bonus die when we use this information.
Perfect.
So Emmy, I feel like, stumbles her way back to Borje's farm.
Yep.
With these like two like huge circles and two books.
Yep. See, as
think-
you all are arriving at the secret hideout, do we want to take a quick 10-minute break?
Absolutely.
Always. We'll be back. We're back and better than ever. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you all arrive exhausted at Secret Helper Squad Fort.
Yeah.
Emmy's got a backpack full of books.
I got a backpack full of books.
As
Maybe
per usual,
Borge
I
like
think.
is asleep, and so he's not out there. So you guys have to like go get him out of the farmhouse because he's so tired.
Do we
And
knock
I'm
on the
like-
door?
I feel like Emmy just lets herself in.
Oh yeah.
The
I
farmhouse is our house.
Emmy's just like,
You haven't
opens
been
the
in the
door.
farmhouse that much, though, I don't think.
No, probably not.
no, but I think Emmy just feels that like she can go wherever she wants.
Yeah. You see underneath the tree, Borge has put the cornbread pan with like a bow on it.
Aww.
And
I
he's
love
asleep in his
that.
room.
She feels warm happies. So she's just like, Bosh! Bosh, 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 Bosh! And
Aunt
then
Maggie
maybe-
is pissed that you're screaming.
I'm like, oh, sorry.
Maggie's passed stone cold.
Yeah, maybe she like puts a beer bottle so it's just positioned so perfectly that when Aunt Maggie like wakes up, it like spills beer on her.
I think Aunt Maggie doesn't necessarily say anything. She just, like, you can hear her audibly groan and then she flips in the couch and then puts a pillow over her head.
She's
I'm
being
like-
real dramatic about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't care. And then she's like, stomps up. She's like, Bosh, Bosh,
Yeah, you get him out.
Bosh, 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 Bosh. Wake up! She's like, Olaf is out here doing I don't know what.
Theo is like poking at Olaf. Not sure what to do with this small child.
Olaf takes a beer bottle, breaks it, and pokes you back with it.
Borge!
Olaf is the real
Why is
gangster
your
of this
little
group.
brother already getting ready to hurt people?
He's the polar opposite of Borge. Okay, I know you get Borge up, and then you get him
He's just
downstairs
filled with
and
murderous rage.
into the super secret hideout. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I had so many bad dreams last night. I couldn't sleep at all."
And he's like, you too? I had crazy dreams. All about like a man, a goat man, and
A left goat man,
oh,
left
yeah,
left
a
goat
Part
left-legged-
left goat,
left-legged.
right human?
left goat, right human. I had the same dreams, damn it.
No. Mine was right goat, left human.
And we're like, oh yeah. Okay, it was mirrored. We had to figure it out for a second, which side was which. And I mean, it's like, Theo, you
There were
too?
syringes and goats, and it was not good.
Okay, and I mean, it's like, I just know there's something about this that just feels so familiar. So before I came here, I got some books from the library, and I figured we could look through them together and see what we come up with. There's some Christmas scheming happening here, and we gotta get
Someone's
to the
trying to
bottom
take
of it.
away goat Christmas.
Somebody's trying to make goats bad.
Bad goats.
I see you're real excited to read through these books, Emma. How about you do that one? I'll do this one, okay? And then he takes it and like makes a pillow out of it, and like,
She's like, all right, fine. She takes her book and flips. Do we still need to flip through it and make a roll?
Yeah. Let's just roll a d6. And we'll use Blades in the Dark rules for how good you do.
The blades in the dark.
Okay.
I did so well.
Big yikes.
So you find a lot that talks about Julbakken, which is what they call the Christmas goat in Sweden.
what was that?
Julbakken.
Julbakken.
Yeah, so you can read a lot about the Christmas goat and how its demise came when the Christmas gnome started showing up. And how the Christmas gnome has started
Went
turning
to
more and
veterinary
more into
school.
Santa Claus, and how Santa Claus is a Russian spy. And you get distracted going down this rabbit hole.
Emmy's like, I knew it!
Russians by Santa Claus.
This is she's like, you know, I just love it when I'm right like this.
I think Theo is just like got a piece of straw or hay or whatever, and it's like tickling Borge's nose as he's trying to go to sleep. Just messing with Borge, as he's also like super tired and has his head in his hands. Why don't we go to that dumb cemetery again?
Emmy's like, okay, I actually didn't learn anything useful. I feel very vindicated.
Emmy's like, I already knew all of this.
I already knew all of this. This is not what I wanted, but
You didn't learn something from a book? Who are you? What have you done with Emmy? Are you a Russian spy?
It's not that I haven't learned something. It's I already learned it. She's
I
like,
think
okay, yeah, let's.
Borge had taken the book of Germanic tales. And he was
the key
sleeping on it,
Germanic
so
book
all
that I
you had
needed.
was Christmas goat things from Sweden.
All we had was your Bakken, and it wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough. Okay. Yeah. So maybe she'll like take the book with her, the one that she didn't read. And we can. She's like, maybe I'll have time to look at this. I don't know.
Maybe you can beat some goats with it later.
And she's like, also, that's how we're gonna wake up Borge. I'm just gonna like whip the book out from underneath his head so it conks back. Borge, we're going to the cemetery.
Okay, as long as there's no books there, Emmy.
No books except this one. And she's like, but don't worry about it. This will double as a goat shield.
All right, you going to cemetery?
Cemetery.
Right. Are you going in any particular way, or are you just gonna follow the path that you took yesterday, Theo?
I think we should sneak down this path.
Yeah, I mean, I think it doesn't really matter how we get there. Like, what direction.
But you want to
Since-
sneak?
Yeah, I
sneak?
guess. Might as well.
Okay.
There could be crazy
we found
goats
out
on
how
the loose.
scary those goats are.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they're so scary they have to be murdered.
They're insta-death scary.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody roll sneak.
Sneakity sneak.
Oh my gosh. Check my
Off to a
luck.
Great start.
Yeah.
Great.
Off to a second great start.
No.
All right.
Big yikes.
Theo is sneaking so good ahead of you guys. And Emmy's just like trying to. She'll find these
She's
like
too
human
tired.
footprints, and she'll be like, and then she'll run to the next one, and
Yeah, she forgot
just
to sneak.
distracted. And Borge is just exhausted, and
Yeah,
like
a book falls out of Emmy's backpack and he points at it and screams.
Shh, Borge, it's okay.
It's the Yule book in Emmy!
No, it's the German one. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Shh. Do we get there? We wait for Abby.
Oh no. Yeah, you get there. No problem. Not quietly, but you show up in the graveyard and there is similarly no one there. It's kind of overgrown in general. There's long grasses that have kind of browned and dried but are still kind of waving in the wind. And it looks like in general there's trees with vines on them, and there's like overgrown kind of mossy, dirty, dry gravestones that are hard to read. And it looks like, I mean, this graveyard is not typically visited by anyone regularly anyway.
I'm imagining for some reason there's also like a chapel or something. Is there any other building, or is it literally just gravestones?
I think it's just gravestone.
Okay.
Guess we should investigate the tracks. See if we
Yeah.
can see anything more about where the goats went or where Half Goat Man went.
Yep.
Emmy whips out her handy dandy magnifying glass
Yep.
to pick up those subtle clues. And she is just gonna see where the tracks go, whether it's whatever she can find, if it's the human or if it's the
Okay.
goats.
I don't think your magnifying glass is going to help you track these goats.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Damn it. My ham radio won't help me either. No.
I can try and lead you.
It's up to you. I think we're all equally exhausted.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go by myself.
Yeah, good
One
job.
success. Great.
What questions would you like to ask?
What has happened here?
What has happened here? So you follow the weird like left human footprint. And you lose it somewhere along the way. But as you're kind of following it, it kind of like goes into the gravestones and like kind of weaves through and then you lose it. And in some of these graves, they look like really, really old gravestones that are here. And you can't really, I mean, they're dirty and maybe you could make it out if you cleared away all of the moss and rubble and stuff. But it looks like the graves have been disturbed almost. Like there's fresh dirt on top of them.
They're goat graves now.
Zombie goats. Getting greater and greater. Okay.
That's how this game plays, Sarah. It just gets greater and greater.
Greater and greater. What is hidden here and where is it?
What is hidden here?
What is hidden here? Show it to me.
Yeah, so maybe you see that some of these gravestones are disturbed, and you can kind of like wipe away the names. And you can make out one of the names is Anna Zippel. And I don't think she died in like the 17th century. So a long ass time ago.
Okay.
And then maybe, I mean, do you think you would dig around in the actual like dirt that's exposed? No.
Theo would.
Yeah, I'm hot on a clue. I feel like either I would or I would be like, Theo,
Yeah,
come help me dig this up.
You can dig around, and as you're kind of digging, I think maybe you find like an old, like tattered piece of fabric almost. That looks like it was like at one point wrapped around something. Maybe you find a piece of like twine that was also tied around it.
Ancient Christmas present.
Christmas present. But there's nothing in it currently. There's just like a piece of fabric and twine. But you can tell that something was in it at one point.
It's definitely old.
It's very old.
Okay.
What are you laughing at, Logan?
No.
Curiouser and curiouser. She's like, well, this definitely is a Christmas mystery. Okay, I guess, yeah, she's just shows everybody else these disturbed.
Is there anyone with that like last name in town? Zippel?
Make a contact roll.
Okay. Ooh. Let's check my luck.
Okay. Yeah. There actually is Zippel family. There's I don't think they're in your town necessarily. They're maybe outside of town, but maybe Theo's parents work with somebody named Zipple. So you've like met him at Loop retreats or whatever your parents do. The Loop has Christmas parties, and this guy
Boring
also
business
comes because they
parties.
have a teenage son that's 18 or 19. Daughter, actually, not son, a daughter. They have a 18 or 19-year-old daughter that has come to the Christmas parties previously, and now she's off doing who knows what, but she at
Boring
one
Loop
point
stuff.
went and you met her, and she was kind of weird.
And it was kind of weird. Classic kids being brought to
And
parents'
she
parties.
was like emo, maybe goth.
Ugh, those
both.
weird emos. Emo doesn't exist yet, Abby. We just have goth at this point in
Okay,
Scene.
well
time.
then she's goth.
I don't think scene exists either.
Scene doesn't exist. Punk exists.
Oh, punk. She's punk goth.
Okay, well then I tell the group, I say, well, I mean, Zipple, I met some girl whose name was Margaret Zipple. And so I mean, there's a Zipple family still around, but they work for the Loop partially, so I don't know anything other than that. Met them at a weird party once.
Was this one of the graves that was disturbed, Abby?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could zipple her right out of that ground there. Pulls out a shovel.
I don't know if we need a dead body, Borge.
Well, you tell that to that vet. She thought we did.
A live goat was dangerous, though. I think this dead body's just chilling.
Well,
For
someone
eternity.
wanted in here, apparently. Look at this here dirt. It's fresh dirt.
Yeah, I guess I'm confused. So the present isn't new that's been left.
Yes.
So
Like you're
what-
digging in the dirt and you find this like tattered cloth that was presumably like, you know how like really old cloth would be stained if it was wrapped around something and then put in dirt for years and years and years. That's how this fabric looks, and Emma can tell.
So I guess what exactly is disturbed then with the soil of the grave?
It's like somebody dug it up for this treasure, I'm
Yeah.
assuming. So like there was something that was in
Oh.
the wrapping of this present that somebody dug up,
From
like
the grave.
Indiana
Yes.
Jones
Yeah,
style,
exactly.
Oh.
to get the special Christmas treasure that then made the goats go crazy.
That is 100% right.
Ah, yes, my comprehend is excellent. So Emmy's like, Zipple. That still sounds really familiar. I can't put my finger on it. We should go. We should go see them. Theo, do you remember where they
It's
live?
a German name.
It's a German name. If only I had
It's
a
not.
book
It's
of
actually
German
a
folklore.
Swedish name, but
It's a Swedish name.
With Germanic roots. No.
Oh.
Do I remember where they live? That's what phone books are for.
yeah, I don't think you know where they live, but you could, you could find a phone book and look them up. I think you've done that before, so that's not too hard.
Yeah. I find where they live.
Okay.
Perfect.
I guess
Do
we
we
should
wanna
randomly
call
visit them.
Do we want to call them or do we want to randomly visit them?
It is. I did say they weren't in town, so they
Yeah.
are kind of far away-ish.
So
They work
so
at
we
the
would-
Loop, so they're within driving distance, I guess, but
are they within tractor distance?
debatable.
Okay.
That, or I guess we could research like any projects they've been related to recently.
Ooh, we could hack the Loop mainframe and see if they come
Could
up.
ask the rents if they've been keeping up with the Zipples.
Nice. Emmy's like, yes. All
Trying
of
to
those
think if we have
things.
any other leads to follow through on. But I don't think so.
Well, I mean, I have 8 lead.
Lol.
Mhm.
Emmy's like, let's go. She's like thinking. Let's see. Let's ask your parents first, Theo. And then we can call them once we know more about like what they do and like potentially pretend to be something where they would talk to us more about. We're doing a project for school
It's
on
always a project for
ancestry
school.
On ancestry.
and Christmas traditions.
Okay, sure.
My friend Theo needs extra credit this year to get through. He wants to be a surgeon, so he needs extra credit.
Also, if you have any trash, he'll take that off your hands.
I will. Let's see. Yeah, so I guess I'll ask my parents,
Sure.
see if they remember the Zipples and if they've been doing okay lately.
Yeah. Sure.
So I'll be like, hey, Mom, you remember that weird Christmas party we went to one time? And they had that daughter who was like really, she wore black all the time and she was kind of like quiet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Spiky.
Yeah.
Not cool.
What are they
not
up
cool,
to
black like
recently?
me.
Your dad's like,
He doesn't wear black. He's like military
the Zipples,
grunge.
and your mom's like that family. They're just a little misguided. They haven't really raised Margaret like to her potential, like we're raising you, Theo. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, y'all are doing a great job. So what happened to Margaret?
Well, Margaret, I mean, she's still around. She's just kind of a deadbeat. She has, I don't know. Her parents will gab. She still hasn't left that weird wear all black eyeliner dripping down the face phase. And she kind of just hangs out with her friends, like out in the forest. It's really bizarre.
Gosh. Oh, okay.
Your mom would know nothing about hanging out in the forest with weird people.
Why don't you let me hang out in the forest? Oh, weird. Okay, well, I will now proceed not to go try and find her in the forest. Promise.
I mean, you
Bye.
shouldn't, Theo. Okay, bye. Yep. That's the info that your parents have.
Great.
Wow, they knew
Right.
more than I thought. Those
There's
gossip
only-
hounds.
There's only one forest that they could be in, right?
Yeah,
There
Sweden
are
only
a
has
lot
one
of
forest.
forests.
The other option is we sneak over to the Zipples' house and bother them.
Didn't Abby say they were really far away?
Yeah, they're pretty far away.
We could just call them.
Emmy, how would your parents get in touch with you when you're
Like,
out?
When I'm out and about.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a system that they have not devised, but Emmy has devised.
I mean,
Okay.
isn't that always how it is?
Yep.
She's like, I have things to do, but if you need to get in touch with me, just leave a note at or like wait for me at the cafe that I go to, because she like she goes there at least like twice a day. So
Okay.
like she swings by, and if they're looking for, like, they can just call and say, when you see Emmy, let her know that
Yep.
she needs to come home, or
Gotcha.
whatever it is.
Cool. Yep, perfect. Carry on.
So okay, I was like, so that's my answer. What's gonna happen? Yeah, what do you want? Do we want to sneak to the Zipples or call the Zipples? I can pretend to be an adult.
I have no idea.
We don't know
Stake out the
anything else
forest?
about Margaret.
No? You could read a book.
I could sit down and read a book. Let me
We've
try
had
to do that.
stunning success with books lately.
Did Margaret go to our school?
No.
Of course not. while Theo is talking to his parents, Emmy is like has the time to be like, oh yeah, this other book in my hand
Yep.
that I have not used.
Yep.
I will read it now.
Go ahead. Roll investigate. Comprehend, actually, if it's not too late.
Okay. It's never too late.
Whoa.
Oh.
You find so much information in this book.
Finally! Emmy's like, fine, I just knew it was bugging me. Whatever this was, it finally is coming together.
Yep. Do you want questions or do you want me to just provide information?
You provide information and then I get
questions.
Yeah, I don't get questions.
Okay, perfect.
But I get +2 bonus die.
Yeah. So do you want to know first about Christmas goats or Zipple?
First about Christmas one-legged goats.
Okay, yeah. So in this Germanic folklore book, you find an entry about Krampus, who is a being with one human foot and one cloven foot, who beats people's thighs and shins, and also chases people down and sits on them.
Did you say chins or shins?
Shins.
Okay.
I knew Christmas beatings were a thing. And the Germans delivered.
What are the Germans doing in Sweden?
Okay.
Get them out of here.
Then the additional information, can it be about the Zipples?
Yeah, for sure. So Anna Zipple, I don't know why this would be in this folklore book. But you know. So Anna
maybe just reading it has jogged my memory and I'm like, oh yeah.
Maybe. Anna Zipple was burned at the stake for being a witch back in the 17th century, and she abducted children and like sacrificed them and stuff in her witchly rituals.
Got it.
Great.
Got it.
She's a real person.
She's a real person.
I was laughing because I googled Zipple Sweden and I found Anna Zipple, the witch Wikipedia page, and I was like, huh, okay.
Lovely.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing like a Christmas witch.
That sacrifices children.
Scary witch. Side note, scary Christmas witch.
So maybe this folklore book is talking about witches and like why people thought they were real back in the day and like all the horrible things that they did.
They were bad, yeah. And Emmy's like, oh no. Oh, no.
This sounds like a job for the electric spooker.
She, like, slams the book shut and she's like, guys. Things just got weirder. She's like, Anna Zipple, she was a witch. She killed children. And you said this girl, Margaret Zipple, was goth? And spiky?
Yeah, those goths are equivalent to murderers.
Either her or her mom. I don't know. Her dad. She's hanging out in forests. Never good.
Never good.
Never good.
Never good. Don't hang out in forests, kids.
That's bad.
You'll turn into a witch murderer.
Not in Tales from the Loop. We know what happened last time we were in the forest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Swedish meatballs of unusual size.
Bad things. Bad things. She's like, I think even if she's not a scary witch, she definitely seems like she would know something about this.
I mean, okay, but the Krampus isn't real. Witches aren't real. So someone
Theo, but the legend of the Krampus is real, and you know those loop people. What if they were like, "Ooh, let's do up to no good and make a Yulbakken Krampus."
You know what would be fun today? Let's make a Yulbakken.
Make a horrible amalgamation of human and goat.
Yeah, a loopbakken.
I mean, Emmy's like, Theo, remember the crazy birds? Okay, and the purr cyborgs. That was a weird mashup of human and animal and other human robot. And weird brain stem overload worshipping of Swedish meatball generators. It seems like something they potentially would try.
I mean, why would people talk about the Yulebach and Krampus if it wasn't real?
Because that's all right, Borje.
because don't worry about it.
Yulebach,
not.
For clarification, is a happy Christmas goat. Krampus is not, but
Krampus is goat.
left happy Christmas goat, right very upsetting Christmas man.
Yes.
All right.
So we gotta find it, I guess. Either Margaret is up to no good, or she knows.
Ooh,
people.
I got an idea, Emmy. You said this Anna Zippel, killed children?
Yes.
Okay, well, what if we just go out into the forest and then we go, oh, we're children. We're having so much fun here in the forest alone. I sure hope no one kills us. And then, boom, Margaret shows up and she's like, I'm spooky. I'm here to kill you. And we got her.
I thought you were going to put Olaf up for, sacrifice. I thought you were going to be like, put Olaf in the forest and see who takes him.
No,
Yes,
that would
It's
be
also a good option.
irresponsible.
I like your idea better. And
Either.
yes, a trap. We should make a trap.
Yeah, Margaret's like spooky trying to kill us, or she's like, I'm just trying to hang out in this forest. Can you stop me screaming? And either way, we find her.
Great, a great plan. Theo, what do you think?
Which forest? There's more than one, guys.
Yeah, but we just gotta go into the one.
It's all connected. It's all connected forest. We'll get there eventually.
What is many forests but one forest altogether?
I say we call the Zippels and see if they know if their daughter's been hanging out, disappeared, whatever.
Okay, we can.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Zippel. Has your daughter killed any children in the forest recently? I'm doing a school project
About murderers
About famous murderers
and the lineage. Okay. No, we pretend to be
the police.
The police. Yeah. Strange things are happening in the forest.
Why don't we just go get Ingmarie and say, Ingmarie, we've heard the Zippels are up to no good. Can you take us to them?
Because you can't trust adults, Borje.
Ingmarie's not an
How many
adult.
times do I have to tell you this?
She's a troubled child in an adult body.
You're
wrong.
Not wrong.
She's probably too busy pretending that she's actually a useful police member. And instead is investigating UFOs.
She's just at home putting up pictures of her abducted family on a Christmas tree by herself.
Okay, we definitely should call the Zippels. Who wants to do it?
I'll ring them up. Their phone number's really easy. It's just 666 and it goes right to them.
Oh, handy.
666 go.
Okay, whose phone are you using?
Maybe mine? The fams?
Your parents have a super secret loop phone?
They probably have like a good telephone connection. I'm sure they would have called the Zippels before at some point. We just wait until they're both at work.
Yeah, I mean they're always at work.
Yeah, basically, except for when I need to ask them random questions about people's daughters.
I feel like we go into your house and Emmy immediately goes to the kitchen and she's like, "Where's the pastry?"
Emmy, no pastries.
They were so good last time. She's like, "Okay."
I know, my dad started hiding them because they disappeared so
munching
frequently.
on her own Swedish fish.
Maybe there's a plate of Christmas cookies out.
Who in my family do you think would be making Christmas cookies?
They're
Grandma
store-bought.
brought 'em over.
They're left open.
store-bought,
They're
yeah.
stale.
They're store-bought.
They're
There we go, yeah.
gluten-free.
They're
She's
quite
like-
beautiful, but quite stale. Yeah.
She has to like gnaw on them, which is actually probably great because it keeps her occupied. So she's just like softening these cookies, gnawing on them.
All right, Borge, here you go. 666, go.
Why am I calling?
You got better charm than I do.
You're right.
Use that.
Sure. I will do the rotary phone 666 goat.
Yep.
Is it
Rings.
ringing?
Bring.
It rings. Somebody answered. Zipple household.
Well, howdy. I am calling you. I'm looking for Margaret Zipple.
This is she.
Oh. Well,
Have you murdered any kids lately?
I found you, Margaret. I'm calling. He's sort of like looking around, looking for prompts with the forestry service.
About mysterious fires.
About
at night.
mysterious things happening out in them.
Have you seen anything?
Have you seen anything?
I haven't seen anything.
Well, okay, let me take that down real quick. She says she hasn't seen anything.
Tell her we have it on good authority that she's connected to the strange happenings, and if she doesn't tell us, she's going to be in a lot of trouble.
No, Theo,
Okay.
ask her
We
what-
got it
ask
on
her what-
strange authority that you're connected to the good happenings around.
Roll charm.
Pardon me, I'm real tired. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wait, I was gonna say I get an extra die. He can have an extra die.
Oh,
for my
roll another
comprehend.
d6 to see if you get a second.
Another 2d6.
Dude, why?
Because she got
I rolled
3.
3.
She got 2
Ooh,
bonuses.
Nope. it's
Nope,
nothing.
just the one success.
one success. She's like, you have it on strange authority that I'm associated with good things in the forest.
Yeah, and you just admitted that you are. So
No, that was
anyway,
a question.
well, I interpreted it as an answer, so I'm recording that down. Okay.
Okay. Well, I actually am headed out the door. So I need to let you go.
Before you do, where you going?
Is that your business?
Is it forest related? Because that is my business.
It might be. Good chatting. Talk to you later. And during this conversation, she had like weird breaks in her conversation. She was like, while you were talking, you would hear like the sound of a phone on like fabric. Like, shh. And then she's like, all right. What was your name with the forestry service?
Mr.
Olaf.
Yule
Mr. Okay. Sure. Mr.
Bakken.
Yule.
Haken.
Nice to talk to you. I'm glad that I'm associated with good things in the forest.
Keep up the good work.
I can't keep up the good work, ma'am.
Right.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. And as she's going to hang up, you hear like a tiny little scream, and then she hangs up.
Okay, good news. She is not going to the forest. She told me, but bad news. I heard a scream as she was hanging up, so that's a little unnerving.
We need to go to there. Can we follow her from her house to the where she goes in the forest?
I mean, you're not at her house, and it's quite
Yeah,
far
isn't
away.
her house very far away?
Frustration.
Well, I think we just got to get there.
Do we know where it is?
We looked it
Yeah.
up in the phone book.
She's in the phone book. That means we can get anywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, you do know her address.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, worst case, we get there and she's not there because she is leaving, so we can go in.
It's
I
all
know
about
you
the
have a
sneaking.
fascination with breaking and entering, Theo.
At the very least, they'll be breaking, which I can get behind.
Breaking. It's always good. But maybe Miss Blanken can give us a ride, like she's done before.
She's gonna give us a ride back too.
Yeah, we can just like make up a story that like maybe she's also connected to the aliens and she'll give us a help. She'll want to help us out.
Or that we were on the phone with her and we heard a scream and we're concerned about the well-being of someone.
Can't your
Oh,
mom
that
just give
too.
us a lift, Emmy?
Oh yeah. I mean, I forget that she does useful things, but yes, she probably could.
Is she a stay-at-home mom?
Yeah, she
Don't
is.
you want to
Yeah.
just steal a car, Theo?
I mean, I'm.
You can't
Yeah.
get sent to the boarding school if you're in prison.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. Emmy's like, don't worry. Okay, scratch the prison idea. You need to graduate. So let's just see if my mom will drop us off and she can come pick us up. I'll just,
We have a new friend. She lives way far away. She's
we're
19.
doing research for a school project so Theo can get extra credit and graduate on time. It's always the same. It's always always for Theo. So I feel
Always
like
the same excuse.
Emmy just like moseys on up to, like with you guys, and
Yep.
she's like, "Mom."
Yep. The house is dark when you go up, and it's pretty late in the day, so that's a little weird. And as you go
Okay.
up, and you're like, "Mom," and you're opening the door, you can see like a little note that's been stuck like inside of the screen door.
100% weird. Great, got
Yep,
it.
it's great.
Taking magnifying out and looking at that note.
This note,
Okay.
it's in your mother's handwriting, and it
Mm.
says, "Emmy, your sister's gone missing. We've gone to the police. Please meet us at the police station when you get this letter."
Oh my god, she's kidnapped my baby sister? How dare whoever this witch wannabe is. Engage rage
Yeah.
eyes. Okay. And he's like, guys, look, my sister's gone missing. It can only be this crazy witch person. The Zipples. I don't know. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna get there? I gotta think. I can figure this out. She just starts like circling and muttering to herself and being like, you guys read this. And she's like, just being like, Janet would do this.
I mean, we don't know she took it. It being your little sister.
It being the person that lives with me.
Theo, I heard that scream on that phone call.
Anything can scream. Goats can scream. We heard many goat screams just a little while ago.
She wouldn't tell a goat to be quiet. They don't speak, Theo.
You've talked to animals before, Borje. I know it.
I guess birds did talk back.
They did. All right, but this is still serious. Now we need to get over there extra fast, which means I guess let's soup up the tractor. Because I don't know how else we're going to get there.
Where to go.
We know her address.
Oh, just like to the Zipple's house.
To the Zipple house. We just called her. Margaret was just there. We can follow her from the house to wherever she is.
Okay. And he's like, okay. A tractor or Ingmarie giving us a ride?
No, Ingmarie, she's not reliable. But also the tractor's real slow.
Does
Steal
Per have a
Aunt
car?
Maggie's.
Aunt Maggie does have a car.
Maggie's car.
Yes. Okay,
Time to joyride.
We'll go back to my house. It's Aunt Maggie. I assume she's just constantly drunk.
Yeah, always.
Perfect. Is she
She's
This is
got
what
an
I'll do.
Adirondack chair on the front lawn, and she's sitting there with a beer in her hand, passed out, drooling.
Perfect. I will go into the kitchen, find her thing, like her container of beer,
Mhm.
take all of it out so it's empty,
Mhm.
go up to her and be like, "Oh, Maggie, it's a disaster. You're out of beer. I was just thinking, I'm old enough and it's Christmas, so I thought I would do something nice for you. How about I take your car into town, go get you some more beer,
She wakes up and she exhales a very large burp. Like, what, Boris? What are you saying?
I'm saying, Aunt Maggie, you're out of beer, and I was just saying I could take your
Out
car
of
and go get more.
Beer?
'Cause
I
look,
could have
I-
sworn I bought some yesterday.
I
She
know.
looks
I think
around the mini
Olaf's.
bottles everywhere.
I think Olaf's been getting some into some of it too.
Oh, that ain't good.
That ain't good. I know. What are you gonna do if you got no more beer? I was just saying, so I'm gonna go take your car and get to town. Okay, that makes
Roll
sense.
charm.
You charmer, you.
Oh,
Like,
Nice.
oh, boy, that makes sense. I'm not in no condition to drive, and I did want another one after I woke up from my beer nap, so.
yeah, right,
She like hands
Maggie.
her keys.
You're drunk, but I'm 14, so I'm gonna drive. Perfect. I
You
get
got
in.
your farmer's license or
Yep.
whatever.
I get in, peel out, pull down the gravel, roll down the window. Get in, we're going witch hunting.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm getting my sister back.
I say we just run her over with a car. Ain't no witch ever been
Ding dong, the witch is
survived
dead.
that before.
Perfect. I'll say, oh, wait, one more thing. We stop by the vet's house. I take the horns off the dead goat and put them on the hood of the car so that we
What
can
the
run her over with them.
Mad Max situation.
Do you actually do that?
No,
Okay.
unless we find something interesting.
You can make the decision on if you actually do it.
Do we have to drive by the vet's house on our way to this?
No, it's a little bit out of the way.
Okay, well, we'll go down to 666 Witchwood Lane.
I'm a witch.
I really got the theme on there.
So you're just
Okay.
driving straight to her house.
Flooring it.
Flooring.
I'm
it.
going
Okay.
real fast.
It the daylight hours are lacking somewhat, so it does start getting dark as you drive. It takes maybe, I don't know, an hour and a half to get.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's quite far away, and you're going quite fast. But you don't get real move.
Okay. Sure thing. Okay.
Okay, you don't get pulled over. There are no police on the way, and you cruise up to this now dark house. It's lit up
Yes.
with Christmas lights. You can see a tree lit up on the inside that's like flickering different colors. And it seems to be an empty abode.
Okay. So we don't see anyone walking around inside. No parents, no nothing.
It's maybe like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, so if they do work for the loop still, they would still be at work.
Oh, they'd still be at work. Alrighty. Time to sneak
Let's-
on in that house.
We could call her, see if she's home.
Hey, let's.
From what phone?
With what phone?
We just hook our ham radio up to her landline.
Can somebody also roll? Actually, you can all roll mind.
Mind?
Just
yeah, mind.
mind?
Just mind.
Just mine.
From the
We're like,
psychic damage we're
mind?
taking from this.
Bitch,
Okay.
this lady better not be doing psychic damage.
Oh, but you're all exhausted, so it's gonna be horrible. Okay, great.
I'm rolling 0 dice.
Wow, 0 successes. Why?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. So you got this house. It's locked.
We could go down
Oh.
the chimney.
What is a lock but something that is meant to be opened?
Go,
Go
Theo,
down
go.
the chimney.
We're all wearing red jumpsuits, by the way.
Theo is going to break into this
All
house.
right. Pick this lock with sneak.
Woo, I'll use my homemade lock picks.
Mm-hmm.
I almost put in 5 bonus dice instead of 2. 2
Whoa.
successes. All right. Can I find something unexpected?
Yeah.
A map that shows where she was planning on going in the forest.
Her secret diary.
Margaret, currently leaving the house. She's real slow.
She only has one
You-
leg.
Yep. You break into this house. And you find like the phone in the kitchen is set up, and then there's like a kitchen table, but there's like bindings next to one of the kitchen chairs that have been cut. It seems like anyway. There's like cut rope or something. And there doesn't, I mean, the house seems to be like meticulously tidy. But I think you're like maybe scoping around, like you go up to what you think is Margaret's bedroom because it's playing very loud rock music. And
Constantly.
you're like searching through some of the drawers trying to find evidence of something, and you find this like dowsing rod thing. Like it's just a stick with 2 little handles, and you're like, this is a weird stick that's just in a weird drawer, and you pick it up and it starts like vibrating a little bit.
Oh, weird. Okay,
Who's
grab that.
operating it? Is it Theo who has the dowsing?
Yeah, Theo.
I bring it back to Emmy. Unless like it feels like it's reacting to something in the house.
No, I mean you hold it and
It's
it starts
pulling
vibrating
you.
a little bit, and you turn and it like stops, and if you spin in a circle there's like one direction that's stronger.
Okay. Yeah, I take that with me. Is there like a basement?
There is a basement, and this rod is not just a stick. I don't want it to be just a stick. It's like dowsing rod shape, but it's made out of metal.
There's a goat heart attached to it.
No.
Okay, yeah. So I will drop off the dowsing rod with Emmy and Borge and be like, I don't know. There's no one home, but this weird thing, it vibrates, but only in like one direction when you hold it. I'm leaving with this with you, and then I'm gonna check out the basement. Okay. Wait here.
Okay. Emmy's like gonna play with the dowsing rod and be like, "Oh, I've never gotten a chance to play with one of these."
Yeah, and then Theo will try and check out the basement.
All right. What are you
To see
looking
the basement.
for?
I don't know, anything creepy like Blood Rituals 101, pentagrams,
Okay, sure.
chalk
Like,
markings,
BRB.
ritual
gonna go
knives.
Roll comprehend.
No, Abby, why?
All right. This seems to be a fairly innocent basement. They have a nice, fairly big TV for the time that's set up with a nice little cozy couch area. And there's, you like search through the movies that they have on VCR.
If it's
and-
distressingly large amount of horror movies.
No, they don't. It's all it's all very PG.
I know they're hidden here somewhere.
Damn it.
All right. Okay. Basement is a no, is a bust. I come back upstairs. Like, did you find anything out with that thing?
Can I roll to have figured out how the dowsing rod works?
Yeah. I think it'll
I don't know. Is
be-
it calculate?
I think it's calculate.
Is,
Does it look mechanical?
Yeah, it's mechanical.
Is it?
It doesn't.
Should
It's
I do
it's
it?
smooth metal, but you can't think of why it would vibrate like this.
Yeah.
Unless it was, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like I probably refer to my encyclopedia to be like, dowsing rods?
Sure.
Is this a dowsing rod? I
Yeah.
don't know. Is it normal for them to be metal? So I will calculate.
Whoa.
3. Oh. What does that
Wait.
do?
You do know real good.
I'm like, aha! I've
Is it
been
illegal?
wanting this-
Is it illegal?
Is it illegal? No. Oh, how does it work, and what is its purpose? Or I guess, how can I use it, and what is its
How
purpose?
can I use it? And those are your Dude, those are your
my
You
two
get
two
4
questions.
questions.
You get 4 questions.
Okay.
Those are my first 2 questions, and then I can follow up.
Yeah.
With my other
How
2.
does it work? You research a little bit about dowsing rods, and usually they would like seek out sources of power, right? Like well springs and stuff.
Those ley lines.
Ley lines, yes. This one, they're usually not metal. They're usually just like sticks that people find in the forest. But this one seems to be unique and potentially mechanical. Maybe it makes like a whirring sound when it gets close to where it is attracted to. So you think it's probably attracted to something powerful. You're not sure what. I want to save how can I use it for the end, so you can ask your other 2 questions.
Okay. Who built it?
Who built it? How the heck would you know that?
They put their initials on it.
I'm a genius.
I think maybe it has some. It's not like perfectly clean. It has some mud on it, and while it does look new,
Fingerprints.
or fingerprints, yeah, but
My new fingerprint kit.
while it does look new, it looks like maybe it was taken to the graveyard to get something, and then dumped here once that person got that something. So maybe Margaret built it, but I mean, it would take some pretty technical knowledge, you think?
Mm-hmm. I guess. I mean, do we care if it's illegal, or what problems could it cause? I feel like both of those are harder to answer. Yeah, what problems would it cause?
It doesn't seem like it'll cause any problem.
Okay, cool.
Seems
So
pretty safe.
I guess I'm like, guys, this is like a weird techno dowsing rod. I think we can use this. And she like starts
Yeah, and you start
playing
following
around
it,
with it.
and you kind of it points like you go outside with it, and outside seems to be like it's not whatever it's pointing to isn't in the house. So you go outside, and as you start kind of following it and pointing it in the direction, you can see.
Guys, keep up! She's just like running.
You can see the aurora borealis kind of shimmering in this night sky. Coming up in the evening, and
Beautiful.
it is
a beautiful day. For
you look up
scary
and
child
appreciate it,
kidnapping.
and you can see veins of red going through the green, and then they like as you're pointing your dowsing rod, these like veins of red and green aurora borealis are like coming down and snaking down into a point in the forest away from you, and that's where we'll pick up next session.
Sorry, what?
Oh my god!
I think we should just give up on your sister. Chuck that thing into the woods and let's go home.
You would never let Olaf be sacrificed.
Olaf
Aunt
would
Maggie.
break a beer bottle and defend
And
himself.
shank him.
Olaf would probably kill all of us first. Olaf is trained in many.
Olaf's
forms of
learning from the
self-defense.
best.
Oh wow, Abby! Wow!
In beer bottle self-defense, yeah.
Olaf's gonna be the most tough baby ever.
Yeah, I'm telling
Gangsta
you,
baby.
he's gonna get like his
He's
prison tats.
Troublemaker in the making.
Yeah.
Season
This will
2
be
will
my
be
protege.
13 years in the future, and I'll play Olaf the troublemaker.
Amazing. I love that idea. Yeah. So hopefully you all had fun. We'll pick up in 2 weeks with this, and we'll play Blades in the Dark again next week. Can't remember what we're doing, but I'm sure we're in trouble.
You're in
The
a lot of trouble with the
gondoliers.
gondoliers.
Oh yeah.
You're in some, well, some might say hot water.
Hot water.
And there's definitely a lot of water, that's for
When
sure.
are
I don't
we
know if it's
not in
hot, but
water?
Oh, we killed one of them.
some ghostly water.
Yikes.
Yeah, and I'm like in disguise as an innocent passer,
Yeah.
stander by.
Then we roll like one.
Yeah.
Our engagement roll was not great.
It's
no.
going great. So join us for that if you want to see us fail.
No,
They
we're
say
gonna-
that, and then they
Just
roll
think
6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6.
How many desperate rolls how much XP we're gonna get from all those desperate rolls
know.
from this
Be
engagement
tasty.
score?
The real thing is, I'll just make your effect level 0, and then
As long as I'm rolling
But
desperate rolls, I'm happy.
we'll see if you can do anything.
We'll just roll crits then, Sean. You can't stop us.
So what you were saying is we have to roll crits. Fine. Okay, fine. We will. Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
so it'll be a great time. But happy holidays to everyone, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
we hope no goats
No goats.
visit you.
Yeah, I wanted to incorporate the continuation of the goat hatred stream into this as well. So
Yeah, I liked it. I picked up on it.
I know, wow. We've
Goats have always caused us trouble.
got a
always
goat
trouble.
theme going on now.
Just stay away from goats this Christmas.
May your holidays be Yule Bakken
You'll walk in free.
Yule Bakken free.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.